Measuring the performance of an agile team is a critical part of the Scrum Master's job. The question is, how do we measure teams' performance? What metrics and data points should we collect? And even more important question is, how do these data points help the team in improving their performance on their agile journey? In this video, we will look at top 10 metrics you must know and collect for your team as Scrum Master in order to assess the progress of the Agile team and help them in improving their performance. First, I want you to pause this video here. I want you to write down what metrics you have collected so far for your teams. Got your list ready? Now, let's look at what I have on my top 10 list. Here we go. There is no one-size-fits-all answer to the question of the top 10 metrics for your Agile team, as the right metrics will depend on the specific goals and context of your team, context of your organization. That being said, some common metrics that are often used for Agile teams are here. The first one comes to mind is the velocity. In the simplest form, velocity is the number of story points the team completed in the last sprint. With that said, instead of looking at just the one sprint, it is recommended to look at 3-sprint running average to even out the peaks and valleys. So in my opinion, the 3-sprint running average is a better measurement of team's velocity. The next measurement that I want to talk about is called CVC, committed versus completed. In my opinion, CVC is a better measurement than velocity of the team. You are comparing what the team committed at the sprint planning and what they actually completed on the other end of the sprint. This gives us the reading on how reliable the team is and its ability to estimate and deal with the unknowns during the sprint. This is also often referred to as say-do ratio. The say-do ratio is a measure of how well the team follows through on their commitment. A high say-do ratio is generally considered to be a good thing, as it means that the team is reliable and able to follow through on their commitments. On the other hand, a low say-do ratio may indicate that the team is not meeting their commitments or is having trouble following through on their plans. In Scrum, the Scrum Master is responsible for ensuring that the team is adhering to the Scrum framework and values. One way that the Scrum Master can do this is by maintaining the team's information radiators, which are visual displays of information that are used to share progress and status with team members as well as stakeholders. Information radiators can be a helpful tool for keeping everyone informed about the progress the team is making and identifying any potential issues or roadblocks that the team may run into. One of the items on this information radiator should be the burn up or burn down chart. The burn down chart tracks how much work is remaining, where burn up chart tracks how much work has been completed. For those reasons, in fact, I don't like the burn down chart as much. Instead, I would focus on the burn up chart as it shows the pace at which the team is creating value. The team is completing the stories. Remember, when you complete a story, you are creating a tiny bit of value for your customer. So if I'm being true agilist, I want to focus on the value that is being created And for those reasons, I prefer burn-up chart. In Agile, the goal is to deliver value to the customer as quickly as possible. This value is delivered in the form of features, functionality, which are implemented in small increments. The value of a feature or functionality is determined by how it meets the needs and priorities of the customer. It is important for the development team and the customer to continually communicate and collaborate through the process to ensure that the feature or features being developed are aligned with the customer's goals and expectations. So, tracking feature completion makes sense. In essence, we are tracking what value has been delivered to the customer. We can also calculate return on investment from this. ROI, or return on investment, is calculated as the net benefit divided by the cost. So here we can use the story points as the cost and the value of the features and functionalities delivered to the customers to get to that ROI that we are looking for. The next measurement that I want to talk about is the lead time. The elapsed time between when a user story is identified and when it is actually delivered to the customer. So this lead time is an important concept. This period of time is essential to measure the success of an initiative, as it indicates how long it took for a user story to be implemented and completed. The lead time can be used to evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of the entire process for the team, for the organization, as well as to identify any potential areas for improvement. Additionally, lead time can be used to help set realistic expectations for future projects and initiatives to ensure the team is meeting customers' requirements in a timely fashion. Metrics can help you in understanding and improving the performance of the process. Overall, metrics can help organizations to better understand their operations, identify opportunities for improvement, and make more informed decisions. As I mentioned earlier, these are the agile metrics every Scrum Master must know and collect. I promised 10 metrics, and we have covered 5 of those so far. Join me again in the next video as we further explore these metrics, these important metrics that every Scrum Master must be aware of and be collecting. We will be revealing and reviewing the remaining 5 metrics in the next video. So, join me in the next video as we uncover the remaining 5 of those important metrics that you as a Scrum Master must know and use.